There you are again. Hello, I see you.
Hello, Intimate Alien.
Hello.
It's so nice to talk to you. I got Rachel's book, Above the Surface, and it is such a beautiful book of relationships and how we reflect each other and our growth through relationships. And so I wondered if you would talk about our relationships and how that works and everything about relationships. Not in any, not Rachel in specific, but
That is okay. We will talk about her for sure. But yes, your relationships, they are so wonderful. And what is great about that book in particular is that it is really profiling a multidimensional relationship, which is something that most of you are very much aware of. You've met people before and you have thought to yourselves, oh, I've known you. I know you very well, even though we have not met yet here. You have also felt big feelings for people who maybe you just, you do not know very well, but you are feeling as if there are other things happening. There are so many ways that you can experience relationships here, and that goes beyond you just thinking that you are a regular person. But we are past that now, right? None of you really think you are just a regular person anymore. You are very, 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 very big beings here. You're all connected to each other, and you feel that connection in very many ways. Yes. And so, first of all, we will say that when you are defining yourself as a being, as a sovereign being with your own power, your own source of love, you have a much easier time relating with others. Does that make sense?
yes, yeah.
In your world, sometimes you forget that you're a singular self-sustaining being and you seek others to love you and to help you feel validated. That
Yeah.
never goes well. That does not go well, because then once someone else is looking in the other direction, you feel like you have lost something, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, but have you lost anything?
No, of course not.
No, you are very capable of feeling your own things. And in fact, you already know this, but I will remind you, no one else can make you feel anything. You are the ones producing all of the feelings, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you for
Yes,
saying that. Yes,
it may seem as if someone looks at you a certain way and you feel something, but you are producing the feeling.
yes,
They are
yes.
not magically throwing anything at you.
It's all our perception. Yeah,
Yes, yes, it just seems to line up in that moment because you are allowing it to do so.
yeah,
You can produce the same amount of love or bigger or as much as you want in any moment at any time.
yes,
Yes. So when you know that you are the one creating, then everyone can be a playmate, right? Anyone can be a playmate because you can appreciate anything you want in any other person. And so there is less trying to find something, trying to find someone who is compatible in many ways, whatever you're looking for. You all have your own lists of things you want in someone else, right? Well, you can appreciate whatever you want in anyone else, regardless of what matches up with what you are looking for. And the other thing is, right? Your vibration will bring to you people who are naturally harmonious with you. So your world is set up in a perfect way, right? You want to experience these things, but now that you are knowing you are multidimensional and vibrational, you can relax and know that love is everywhere and that you can appreciate anything you want in anyone else, regardless of whether you want them to stick around or not, right? And let your vibration deliver people to you who are an ultimate match and who you synchronistically and, what will we say? Coincidentally, that is not the word. I do not know what I'm looking for right now, but you sync up together and it is mutually beneficial. And then when it is not mutually beneficial, you naturally drift apart and then come back together again when it is time, right? There is no worry, there is no taking things personally, there is no doing something to others or blaming or anything. That is not really a part of who you are. That is just something that you are leaving behind.
Yes, and thankfully, it's very when I become sort of be able to observe myself in relationships, almost like a third person watching the human Roseanne have these experiences. It's very apparent that I don't need anything to complete me. I have everything. I am everything, and it is more like having playmates. And I like that analogy to having playmates. That makes relationships so much easier and so much more fun, and not so serious as we seem to think they are. And we have been in the last few decades, having that list of qualities that we want in someone, as if we have to go out and find that perfect person who will make us happy. Well, that doesn't work that way.
Right, no one can make you happy.
No.
No, and you cannot make another happy.
So I much prefer the way you're saying it and the way it actually works.
Yes, it is more comfortable in your body to know that.
Yes, yes, and so much easier. Just you talking about it, everything's felt easier in me
Yes.
when I think of relationships, and one in particular that is happening in my life right now, where I could view it from the past, which you told me the other day that when you think about the past, you're perpetuating it.
Yes.
And so if I look at that as love and as a playmate, it changes my whole perception of that relationship completely.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes, you are very welcome. There is a topic Rachel is going to talk about soon where she learned very clearly this year that doing for others, thinking that you are doing something for another that does not necessarily feel good for you, as in you would not do it naturally for yourself, but you are going to do it for another person, how that does not work. And it does not get you or the other person anywhere.
Yes.
And that is very present in many of your relationships. There is an itch here. I must get it. It is funny to have a body that has feeling in it. There is no gain from doing something that you do not naturally want to do.
Yes.
Does that feel right to you?
Yes, it certainly does. And it has been very much taught to us that we should be always doing for others.
Yes.
As opposed to just following what is right and natural for us, and in love, right? In that
Yes.
feeling of love.
They are not exclusive to each other.
Right.
You can do for yourself, which naturally does for others, right?
That's right. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I was just thinking that too. When we take care of what is in our highest interest, it will naturally benefit everybody else,
Yes.
since we are all one.
Yes.
How could it not, right?
And it is also, you were mentioning, and maybe in the last video, that you feel love and you feel your best also when you are doing your readings, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you are directly benefiting someone one-on-one in that case, right?
Yes.
Not just a byproduct of, there are people over in another country who will benefit from your vibration, which is also true, but it is also personal. It is one-to-one as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Often we do for others without asking them what it is that they want or need.
Yes, you assume, right?
Yes, right.
You assume
We
that
get,
you know.
yes. And so, like you said, that doesn't turn out well.
No, it does not.
Yes.
But even when the other person knows what they want from you, if it does not feel good, then it does not benefit either of you.
Yes. Okay. Can you talk more about that?
Well, just like we were saying before, that you're not feeling the feelings of another person, you are conjuring them up yourself. You are the source of your own feelings, you are the source of your own love, right, and connection. If you do something that brings you out of your alignment, meaning it does not feel good to you, that does not help you, but you are also taking on the role of source for that other person. You are depriving them of the experience of being their own generator, their own source.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yes. That's a big aha.
Yes, and therefore you are matching them. Matching them. If they feel they cannot do it themselves, they ask you to do it, right? You have to leave your alignment to do it. You are a match. You are both out of alignment. If you hold your alignment and say, I do not feel that would be beneficial for me to do, you stay in your good feeling place, right? You stay in your source.
Yes.
They may be inspired to go back into their source to find a solution, right? You might inspire them back into alignment. It is not the purpose of that, right? But it often happens. And so therefore you will both be in alignment. And if you both get back into alignment, then you will be a match in your alignment. And what would be more fun than that?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for that clarity. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I just want to do a little plug for the book too. You can get this book, which is absolutely beautiful. It has a depth about relationships that I haven't read in any other book. It's you can get it at abovethesurface.com. Thank you.
We will say right now it is abovethesurfacebook.com.
Abovethesurfacebook.com. Thank you.
I do not know what the other one will be, but it will not be that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you, Intimate Alien, and all our listeners.
We will also give a shout out, as we have heard that's happened, we will give a shout out to the other author of the book as well, because Rachel and him do have a wonderful multidimensional experience, and that is what the book, that is what inspired the book. And so it is a very, as Roseanne was saying, it is a very wonderful book that has many layers and will take you to many places.
Yes, so that's Rachel Archelaus and Scott Keeney.
Okay, that is all we will say today. But thank you, Roseanne. Those were wonderful questions.
Thank you. Alrighty. Bye, everybody. Bye, Intimate Alien.
Bye.